morning, everybody. Y'all come on in. Y'all come on in. Y'all come on in. Let me make sure everything is right. Make sure everything is right. Yes, look like everything is fine. I got a text from my sweetie saying that she expecting something to be delivered from Walmart in just a couple minutes. While y'all file in, let me check the door real quick because Walmart delivery don't be knocking or ringing the bell. So let me check that real quick. Yeah, so soon as I opened the door, he was getting ready to sit it on the ground. So I ain't got nothing I got to put in the refrigerator, so I'll put that stuff up after the stream. How y'all doing this morning, man? Hello. If this is your first time tuning in to Tim's Tidbits, please allow me to say welcome. I don't feel like leaning today, so I'm going to bring the mic up. I don't feel like leaning today. Yeah, well, it was good timing. Here to learn and share. That was good timing. If this is your first time tuning in to Tim's Tidbits, please allow me to say welcome. If it's not your first time tuning in to Tim's Tidbits, I still want to say welcome. But I also want to give you a nice hearty, well, thank you for always tuning in to Tim's Tidbits. If by some slither of my huge imagination you don't know who I am, my name is Timothy Lee Rogers Sr., a.k.a. Aranya Grande. That's Big Spider if you don't hablo Espanol. Yes, I'm the amazing Spider Dad. Yeah, you see it? The amazing Spider Dad. The shirt said. And you are now in tune to another episode of The Overnight Price Action Review. How y'all doing this morning, man? Who we got up in here? We got Here to Learn and Share in here. Good morning to you. The birds are chirping. Tweet, 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 tweet. What's going on, Will? How you doing? What's up, E-Rock? What's going on, Deborah? How y'all doing this morning, man? How y'all doing? Hey, man, I tried to apologize for not doing a live stream yesterday, but you know, the adventures of Super Dad don't stop. Life be life, and sometimes you just can't live stream every day sometimes. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Yeah. Let's go ahead and get into this overnight price action review. Y'all told me y'all like it Kendall by Kendall, so that's what we gonna do. We got our TDA on the chart. Got a whole bunch of stuff on here, right? If you're wondering what all that stuff is, a lot of it is just new day and new week opening gaps. That's just on the chart, right? New day and new week opening gaps. For those who don't know, I used to place a lot of emphasis on new day and new week opening gaps, and then I recently just started like talking about them on the stream, not really keeping them on the chart, but just explaining to people how to get them. And then Michael started the 2024 mentorship for his son Caleb, and he's putting a lot of emphasis on the new day and new week opening gaps. And I said, hey, maybe I should have never abandoned this. Oh, speaking of Michael, from this day forward, y'all shall not hear me say anything about an unmitigated PD array. I will be saying that there has not been redelivery, no price redelivery. Michael made it a point to correct anyone who was using his terminology and using it wrong to please stop teaching it wrong to people. So I don't want to teach or confuse anyone, teach anyone wrong or confuse anyone. So from this day forward, I would not say it's an unmitigated fair value gap. It's an unmitigated order. I would not say that anymore. I say that price has not been redelivered to this fair value gap. There's no redelivery to the order block. I will change my terminology because that's what the sensei said. He said that's the wrong terminology. If you're saying it's unmitigated, you're teaching it wrong. Stop it. So I shall stop it. I will just say price has not been redelivered to the PD array of choice. Now, this is our, I said I shouldn't have abandoned this new week and new day opening gap. He's putting a lot of emphasis on it. Let me start to revisit this again and start to keep it on my chart again. Because old school gang, y'all remember when I used to have like a folder over here that said new day opening gaps and new week opening gaps. And I used to keep them separate. Now I just got a folder that says gaps. And I just keep them all in the same folder. And I do it the same way I used to. With the new week or with the date that it is over here. Same way I used to. But I just keep it all in one folder now. Now, with that being said, we have our top-down analysis of everything that we was watching for PD arrays. We got different stuff here. We don't have anything on the 60-minute that was marked out. We don't have anything on thing. There was a 15-minute fair value gap there, but I didn't mark that out because there was a new day opening gap from the 20th up there. So I didn't bother marking out that 15-minute fair value gap. And another reason why I didn't bother marking it out is because it's a balanced price range, right? With a BISI right there. So I was like, we got a new day opening gap up there. And that I got a bunch of stuff on my chart anyway, right? So that's that. Now let's get into replay. Gonna go back to 6 o'clock. I leave the first candle. Boom. I leave the first candle at 6 o'clock. Now it's 6:15 at nighttime. We're watching price. I do that. So the midnight, the midnight came in later. Right. So the midnight came in later. That's the midnight price, but the midnight came in later. But this is the chart at 6 o'clock, at 6:15, really, because this is the 6 o'clock candle right there. This is the chart at 6:15. And this is where we are. We're watching price. Let's put it at 1 speed. And let's do this right here. Let's go down to un momento. We're going to go to un momento. And we're going to put it at 1 speed. 1 speed, and let it play. We opened up here last night at 55.97.75 at 6 p.m. So it's a discount new day opening gap, meaning we gap down, right? We gap down there, and we're inside of this new day. I mean, we're inside this daily fair value gap. So let's do this really quick before we start. We're above consequent encroachment of the daily fair value gap. So let us do this. The high and low of that fair value gap, 55.86.25 and 56.07.75. So let us do this. 55.86.25 and 55. What I said, 56. What did I say the top was? 07.75. Did I say 07.75? Yes, I did. Okay. Now let's put that in the fourth grade. Boom. There we go. So let me reverse this because I went the other way. Boom. Okay. So we're at the top 75% right there toward the end of the day at 4:57. Yep, we hit the top quarter there, stop, pull it back down. Now we're above consequent encroachment, and we opened up at 55.97.75. I think that was. Yes. So there we go. So we're above, we're in the premium of this Bissy, this daily Bissy there. We're in the premium, kiss the 75%, pull back off the high a little bit. Gap down, did not take out this time-based liquidity here to let's stretch that out. Did not take out that time-based liquidity in the afternoon. We'll just put we'll put a sell side right there. Right. That was from the afternoon session. Right. That's after hours. New York PM. All right. Did not take that out. And then we push back up into this 457 SIBI. Right. So we did not take out the 441 sell side. Then we push back up into the 457 SIBI. And then we eventually created an inversion fair value gap there on that SIBI. So we've created an inversion fair value gap on that SIBI. All right, let's see how that plays out. Because in the sense of this range there, that SIBI is up there in the premium of this range. Let me turn on my fancy Nancy. And then we have created an inversion. We've closed above it. Right. So that's a tad bullish there. That's a tad bullish. Right. Because if you look at the sense of this range here, right. And that's fine. You can see it. That right there is the 50%. Right. And we came up here, and this SIBI is in between the 75 and 50%. And on this 605 candle, we created an inversion fair value gap for this range when that's up in the premium. That's a tad bit bullish right there. Okay. Because the SIBI in the premium would be a spot to try to sell off of, but the algorithm has inverted it. I have to sneeze, I think. It went away. Okay, let's get to it. All right. So watching candle by candle. Tick, 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 tick. Tick, 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 tick. We're ticking. We're ticking, ticking, ticking. It is 6:27, 6:30 now. At 6:30. Let's put a pause on there. Let's get up to 7 o'clock, because that's when the Asians start. Let's go up to 7 o'clock. That's when the Asian session starts. Let me mark 7 o'clock. Let me find 7 o'clock. Was it 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock? What did we look up? Was it 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock? We'll just go with 7. I can't remember what time Michael starts the kill zone. I can't remember what time Michael starts the kill zone because I don't really trade the Asian. We looked it up. I got to look it up again. Asian market hours. Asian stock market hours. Okay. So 9 o'clock, and then time is Tokyo. All right, so they start at 9 a.m. 8. Right, so there's 8 o'clock for us. Okay. I know Michael be talking something about 7 o'clock. I don't know if that's his window for the kill zone, but I'm gonna mark both. I'm gonna mark 7 and 8, and we're gonna really start focusing on what price doing between 7 and 8, because this is when the Asian starts. Right, this is when the Asian starts trading based off of what Algo's internet just told me. And this is, I know I be hearing Michael say something about 7 p.m. He be talking about 7 p.m. So maybe that's like something to do with like his kill zone, or maybe like an hour prior. I don't know. Let me put this on 3x speed real quick to get over there. Hurry up and get over there. I think I'm leaving on 3x speed. That ain't moving too fast for me. Okay, boom, 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock. Let's see what it's doing. Okay, we got the new day opening gap below us, and that candle starting to move a little bit. Let's see what we do. Okay. All right, yeah. Now let's look and see what we got to go in zone thus far. Let's find a good spot to check the higher time frame real quick. See if we made any significant PD arrays. So let's back off to like 7:30 here. Since we've been going for a while, this 7:30. Let's jump up to the 15-minute to check anything. Okay, we got us a BISI right here. All right, we've created us a BISI right there. 15-minute BISI. Okay, that 15-minute BISI is from 6:30. All right, and that's the first one from the 6 o'clock. So we're gonna put first of session. All right, at 6:30. All right, okay. From the start of the session, I'm gonna say that's the first of the session from 6:30. And 5 minute, we got a 5 minute in the same little area there. All right, so we got a 5 minute in the same little area there, BISI. All right, now in the sense of this range, that BISI is in the premium. That BISI is in the premium. So let's see if price uses this BISI to draw back down to this new day opening gap, because this BISI is in the premium right now. So let's see if that draws back down, watching this potential order block over here. That 5-minute potential order block right there. All right, let's go back down to Uno Momento. Watch price. We got a little bit more detail there. We got a high up here. We got relative equal lows there again. So let's see relative equal lows, right? So let's see if price tries to use this BISI, like invert this BISI to draw down to these relative equal lows or the new day opening gap. Watching this high right here too. So we got right now, this is, as of now, this is the 7 o'clock high. Buy side 7 p.m. as of right now. Now let's put a little bit more meat on the bone. Put a little bit more meat on the bone. Pushing, 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 pushing. Equal highs. Take the highs in the 8 o'clock hour. So 8 o'clock hour, we take the highs, still got relative equal lows down here. So we attack the buy side. Now that the buy side is attacked, let's see if we use that to draw down to the relative equal lows or the new day opening gap. Remember in the 2024 mentorship, what Michael has been teaching, when you're trading without a daily bias, you're looking for highs and lows or relative equal highs and lows to form during the session, during specific times, and then you start watching after certain times. So you start watching at 7, right? Wait for price to create highs and lows or relative equal highs and lows, and then see if price engages with one of them. And then once it engages with one of them, does it give you a setup to attack the other? Right. So now, right, we come in, we have had a high here, right? We had relative equal lows over here from 6, right? This came in from the 6 o'clock time frame, right? Then at the 8 o'clock at the Asian open, right? We engaged and took out the buy side. So now let's see if it shows us anything where it wants to come and draw back to and tying it to the new day opening gap. The new day opening gap is considered to be like a draw for the setup he's showing. And based off what he was talking about in the videos, it's not just one PD array. You need to be looking for confluence. And at this time, the confluence that we have is we're in the premium of the daily fair value gap, and the new day opening gap is right near consequent encroachment. So you got like some confluence of price has expanded and looking for a return to fair value, which would be returning to consequent encroachment of this, because we've expanded throughout it. And if you pull back to fair value in the range that you're going from the low of the gap to the high of the gap, in this sense, pulling back to fair value will be coming back toward this consequent encroachment. And you got your new day opening gap sitting there too. Also got some relative equal lows and some sell side right there. So you got a little confluence there. Now that we've attacked the buy side, let's let it play out and see where we at. 8 o'clock. Hold on. We'll go to 8:15 and then check the higher time frame again. Put the meat on the bone to 8:15. Move this over to 8:15 so I know when to stop. Right there. Okay, right there. So let's go to the higher time, go to 15-minute and check to see if anything a changer. Okay, looking at that 15-minute candle. All right, we've come up above this time-based liquidity over here from New York afternoon. right? We've gone above that time-based liquidity high from New York afternoon and got a rejection there on the 15-minute candle. Nice rejection off of that time-based liquidity. Also, nice rejection below these equal highs there, because we made equal highs. Remember, we was going, I was like, we just made equal highs on this 745 candle right there. So we went above those equal highs. See, we got a single low down there, right? So on the 15-minute, right, we made equal highs there. Next candle opened up. We traded above those equal highs and traded above this time-based liquidity. Got a nice rejection. Got a single low down there. Got relative equal lows there. And we have the daily, the new day opening gap there. All right. Do we have anything else we want to mark out? No. There is a 15-minute BISI right there. 15-minute BISI right there on the 745 candle. Right there. 15-minute BISI there. It's almost time for the market to open on the 745 candle. All right. Back down to the 1 minute. All right. We'll check that. Check the higher time frame. I say every hour or so. So again, at 9:15, we'll check the higher time frame again at 9:15. All right. Just going to extend this over for a little ways. Relative equal lows. And then we already took this. So we're going to move that there. And we're going to mark that out as 8 o'clock. The 8 o'clock hour. All right. Yeah, because that's 8:08 p.m. All right. Oakley dokley. All right, let's let it run. All right, come down to that BISI. Boom, hit the 730. Was it 730 or 745? I think that was 745. I don't know why I put 730. I remember saying 745. Yes, 745. All right, 745. Took that high again. That's the high from 8 o'clock. Okay. Pushed up, created a BISI there, right there at that old time-based liquidity. Right. Tick, 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 tick. Flirting with, take the high again. Took the high again. Displaced down. Right. So this is the high 838. Then we come down. We displaced down, created a SIBI at 849. 849 SIBI. Right, created a SIBI at 849. Traded back up, touched the low of that SIBI, displaced away, traded all the way down to the 630 BISI, right? The first of session from 630. And the body of the candle closed at the low of the 745 BISI, right? Taking out this short-term sell side below this 816 low, right? Displacement down. See how this play out. Right now we got inversion fair value gap here on the 745 BISI. Right, let's see how, and we're trading in between the 630 and 745 BISIs. 745 BISI has become an inversion fair value gap. So far, prices respecting it. Tick, 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 tick. Push back up above it. Touch the high of the 849 SIBI respecting the 849 SIBI, pushed up of it, took out the buy side again. Oh, we're supposed to check at 9:15. So let's check now at 9:30. Right. So right here going into 9:30. Right. We just took out the buy side from 8 o'clock hour. This right here is now the 9 o'clock hour. We're a couple ticks away from the high of that daily fair value gap. A few ticks away from the high of that daily fair value gap. We're 2 ticks away. That high is at 5607, and the daily fair value gap high is 5607.50. All right, so price is respecting thus far this 15-minute BISI, the first of session, the one that came way back here at 6:15. We traded down to it here, traded down below it there, pushed back up immediately, taking out that sell side. So from the 7 o'clock hour, all right, we made a high, made relative equal lows, right? So this is right. Remember I told you, Michael always be talking about specific times. So looking at this right here, and I know I be hearing him talk about 7 o'clock. I'm not sure what it is, but he be talking about 7 o'clock. So looking at the 7 o'clock hour, right, we made a high there, right? We made relative equal lows there, right? We engaged the relative equal lows right here at the 15-minute fair value gap from the 6 o'clock, the first one of the session that was created. First fair value gap created during this evening session, Asian session, right? 7 o'clock, we created a high, relative equal lows at that first in session fair value gap, pushed up, came down, attacked the relative equal lows, displaced above the high, right? Well, we took the high there, right? But we displaced up, kissed the high, pulled back down into have we created that yet? No, we hadn't created that yet, but we pulled back down into this 1 minute volume imbalance there after. Right, so we came up and we took this high, right? We took out the lows, right? Came up, took that high. So that's a Judas swing there. We set a high, set relative equal lows, traded up, attacked the highs, pushed up. When we trade above that high right there, that's our Judas swing confirmed. Created a fair value gap and a volume imbalance, traded down into the fair value gap, and then displaced up, taking out the high, right? The time-based liquidity high. Okay. So there's the little move. That's what I was talking about when he be talking about looking at a specific time. There's the little move right there, right? For a specific time starting at 7 o'clock there. I know he'd be talking about, I got to do my research and figure out what he'd be talking about with that 7 o'clock, because he always talk about 7 o'clock in the Asian session. Okay, so now, where are we now? We're supposed to be checking the 15-minute, right? Go to 15-minute and check if you want to add anything on there. Nothing to add on the 15-minute. Right, that's that 7:45. Oh, I see that we came down into this order block. This the one when I was is that order block when I remember saying something about a potential order block. I don't know if it was the 15-minute or lower time frame, but looking at the higher time frame information there, I can't remember if it was this one or that. Y'all know I like to kind of ignore the wicks when they be like super long. But if we put the wicks on it, right, we came down to mean threshold of this order block right there, which is the high of that first of session fair value gap. So there's some confluence there, right? Looking back, now that timing moved away, there's some confluence with this pullback here, where you got mean threshold of this order block and the high of this first of session fair value gap, right? There's some confluence for that pullback right there. Boom, stop in its tracks. Okay, and we pushed up, back up here to this 849 BISI that we talked about, and we came back down into the order block, and this, yeah, that's the order block. Came back down into the order block, and then something else that we saw. So we don't want to add anything on the 15-minute. Looking at the 5-minute. On the 5-minute, we had not only do we have a 15-minute BISI there, we had a 5-minute BISI there at the 750 candle. Right, we didn't check the 5-minute last time. We only checked the 15-minute, but we got a 5. Okay, let's do it like this. All right, we got a 5-minute here at the 750 candle. All right, we didn't check the 5-minute last time, and we have a 5-minute order block right there at the 535 inside that 15-minute order block. So we got some confluence there too. So this is the 15-minute order block over there. We got a 5-minute order block here, right? And if you don't know why I'm calling it order block there, because we are consolidating there and we displace away. That's a way to find an order block. When you displace away from the consolidation, the last down close candle at or near equilibrium, that's your order block, right? So on the 5-minute, that's your order block there. Your 15-minute, we marked out that was the order block there. And then we look there, it comes down. So we got 15-minute order block, 5-minute order block, 75% of the daily fair value gap, and we have a 5-minute BISI right there. Right, so we got a lot of confluence there. So 5-minute BISI at the 745 candle, right? 15-minute BISI at the 745 candle, 5-minute order block, right, at the 735 candle, 15-minute order block at the 715 candle. All right, so we pulled back down into that area. A lot of confluence right there, a lot of bullish confluence there. Boom, hit it, push back up into this 849 SIBI, pulled back down into that area with all the confluence again here on the 920 candle, this time stopping at the high of the 745 5-minute BISI. Okay, and then displaced away, taking out the buy side there. Now we got a buy side imbalance there, the potential to create a BISI, and we got this 1-minute fair value gap. We got an inversion there now, and I think that's all we're going. Yep, that's it. That's everything. The market is open. The market is open. Market is open. You're gonna trade, please trade. Say you're not gonna trade. Y'all know that. Okay, took out the buy side. Displacement away. Watching this displacement area. All right, come back down. Okay. Pull back into the range. Now we just kind of do the doing. Right, we just do the doing around all of these key areas that we have been watching before. Right, the 849 and the 849 1-minute and the 745 15-minute. We're bouncing in between those. See, the bodies of the candles are bouncing in between those. All right, still got the buy side up there. All right, got back above the 1-minute inversion, created a BISI here at 1007 that we're respecting thus far after trading above the 849 SIBI. All right, took the buy side. Look like we took the buy side. Nope, equal highs thus far. Still haven't touched the high of the daily fair value gap. We're still respecting that 849 SIBI. Now we took the buy side right here on the 1047 candle. 1049. We'll go up to 11 o'clock. What time is this right here? 8:58, 59. All right. So let's check the high time frame. 11 o'clock, we stand on top of that 1 minute. 849 SIBI there. Go back to the higher time frame. Looking at the higher time frame, at 10 o'clock, we created a BISI at 10 o'clock. That right there is the first one of that 10 o'clock hour. Right, first one at 10 o'clock hour. So as we see for like a high time frame, that's what we're respecting. We came down to the low of that 849 SIBI, that inversion fair value gap. We came to the low, but the bodies of the candles respecting this 10 o'clock 15-minute BISI. All right, 10 o'clock 15-minute BISI, and then we actually gapped up in between the 10:30 and 10:45 candles. We gapped up for some reason, then traded down to the high of that 10 p.m. BISI, and then went up and took out the buy side from the high of 9 o'clock. These relative 9 o'clock and 10:15, we had relative equal highs between these 2 hours. Then we traded up and took out that high, and bodies of the candle closed right at the high of the daily fair value gap. All right, check the 5-minute. On the 5-minute, we had this huge imbalance right here, incorporating a volume imbalance, a fair value gap, and a volume imbalance on the top. So on the 5-minute time frame, that's what's a going zone in there. Right, came down to the low of the 5-minute volume imbalance right at the high of the 15-minute BISI inside this 5-minute BISI with the volume imbalance on the top and the bottom. Right, bunch of momentum right there. Right, momentum, volume imbalance, BISI, and volume imbalance all in the same spot. Bunch of momentum just took off right there really fast, coming off of this when we traded down to the low of the 849 inversion fair value gap. Put a little bit more meat on the bone. Took out the high again. We're displacing. We're going up. All right, we're displacing up. All right, so we took out the high, displacing up. Have 1, 2 BISIs. Right now, we're respecting the 11. Right now, price is respecting the 1140 BISI. We also have 1135 BISI right there. Oh, them 5-minute candles. How did I get on 5 minutes? I'll leave it on 5 minutes. That's fine. Have to go quicker. All right, respecting the 1140 5-minute BISI. All right, respecting the 1140 5-minute BISI. Price displaced up again, created a BISI at 12 a.m. All right, so we're going to mark this out. This is the very first one of the A. So from 12 a.m. to 12:30, that's the opening range for the day. All right, so this is our opening range inside there. And this right here is the first of session on the 5-minute. First of session, 12 a.m. Right? On the 5-minute. Took out the buy side. So now we got the high up there at 12 a.m. Hopefully it's making sense to y'all. Hopefully it's, hopefully it's making sense to y'all what I'm doing. And I ain't just like wasting my time trying to help like the thought process. Okay. Since we're doing 5 minutes, I guess I can slow it down a little bit. All right. So for the opening range, God dog it, Tim. Okay. So for the opening range from 12 to 12:30, we created a busy at 12 a.m. And just and created a high at 12:10, consolidating there thus far on the 5-minute time frame. Came down to the busy, kissed the top of it, took the buy side, right. Traded down, created SIBI, right? Took the buy side here on the 130 candle, created a SIBI there, a 5-minute SIBI on the 140 candle. 5-minute SIBI on the 140 candle right here. Okay, 5-minute SIBI on the 140 candle, traded to the high of the 5-minute SIBI and that 12 o'clock high. All right, so now this right here is the new high, and that's during the 1 o'clock hour. All right, hit that 140 SIBI, trading down back to the 140 SIBI, pushed up, inversion, still hovering around a 140 SIBI, pushed up again, still just doing on the 5-minute time frame. There go displacement up, taking out the buy side here on the London, at the London 305 candle. So at the London open, we displaced up, took out the high, rejected off thus far on the 5-minute. Right. So we're slowly inching up, continue to take buy side, just slowly creeping up. So from 12 a.m., respecting that's the first in session SIBI, traded down to the high of it, busy, traded down to the high of it. We're slowly pushing up, took out the 12 o'clock hour high at 135. Oh, I didn't mark this out. We got this 1250 inversion fair value gap right there. I didn't notice that one. How y'all let me miss that? Right, so we're bouncing, right? We're bouncing in between this 1250 5-minute inversion fair value gap and the 140 SIBI. So we were bouncing in between those. That's what we were going back and forth in between those two SIBIs there, right? Bouncing between. This one was an inversion, so we're anticipating to use that support, right? And then this one here, we traded back below it when we traded to this inversion, so we're anticipating to use it as resistance. So we're ping-ponging in between those two 5-minute fair value gaps, right? Resistance, support, resistance, support, resistance, support. Boom, bust through, took out at the London open, took out the buy side and rejected off, came back down to the top, that 140 that 140 SIBI. Yes, that 140 SIBI there. And then if we look close there, we got a 235. So we're gonna start watching him now. All right. I'm gonna start watching him now. We got a 235 busy right there. We're watching him now because it's in the same area, but it's a newer imbalance. But it's in the same area. When we said that was 250, it's 953. no, I'm tripping, 235. Where I get 250 from? Who told me 250? Stop giving me the wrong information. So got that Bissy there, traded above it, came back down below it, traded back up to the high of it, traded back down to the consequent encroachment, and eventually bust up. Now traded down to the consequent encroachment on the wick, bodies of the candle, respecting the body of the 235 Bissy, right? Traded down, bodies respecting 235 Bissy, and this down close candle there. Might have add. All right, put more meat on the bone. Came down, same thing again, still in the same area, still in the same area, still in the displacement down to the first in session fair value gap right there at 355. So at 355, we're going into that 355 time frame. Looking at the 10 minutes before the top of the hour to 10 minutes after the top of the hour. Right now, let's go back and check that over here at 150. Right, so around 150, didn't do much here, but 150 we did drop down. Right, we did drop down below these equal lows there. Right, during that 150 time frame, drop down below the equal lows, taking out that short time sell side there over to 210 time frame. So we dropped down below those equal lows during that time. And then over here, 350, we dropped down below the equal lows again, trading down to consequent encroachment of the first of session 5-minute fair value gap, and also trading down to this bullish order block right here, trading down to that bullish order block, coming right there to the opening price of the 1150 candle. Got a 2 candle order block right there. All right, displacing down. No SIBI yet, but a possibility for a SIBI here, but no SIBI yet created. All the way down to midnight price. Right, bodies of the candles respecting that first in session fair value gap, traded all the way down to midnight. Right, touched the midnight price. Bodies of the candle respecting the first in session fair value gap from 12 a.m. and we're displacing back up, looking like we're heading toward the buy side. And buy side taken there at 445. So retrace back to the first fair value gap of the session right here during the 350 macro. Right, 350 macro came down, attacked sell side, traded down into that first fair value gap after midnight. During the midnight opening range, it was created right on the first candle, traded down into that midnight price, kiss midnight price exactly. Bodies of the candles respecting the Bissy. Then we pushed up, taking out the buy side, and we have a new day opening gap above us from the 21st, which was Wednesday. All right, got a Bissy here at 445. Since it's 445, let's go up to 15 minute, see if we want to check that. All right, so on the 15 minute, we had a volume imbalance down here, but the volume imbalance is well below this breaking market structure. So wouldn't want to see it dig that deep down. Y'all know how I like the imbalances to be up at the breaking market structure or higher on bullish breaking market structures. I don't like for it to dig too deep down into the range. So I'm not going to mark anything on the 15 minute right now. Let's go back to 5 minute. Let it play. Pushed up. Traded back down into that Bissy. Wick down. Look like we came down into that 15-minute volume imbalance. Right to the high of it. Yep. Came right to the high of that 15-minute volume imbalance. All right. The one that I said I didn't want to mark out. Came right to the high of it. Probably should have marked it out. So the high of that is 56.1450, and the low of that candle is 56.1450. Came right to the high of that 15-minute volume imbalance, the one that I was like, I don't want to mark that out. Also, that's down close candle, potential area of support, and it's supporting. All right, got a SIBI here that we closed right at the high of that SIBI. This right here is a 445 candle. 959. I've been on here a long time, so I'm gonna go ahead and probably wrap it up in just a second. Okay. That's 5 o'clock. SIBI. 5 o'clock SIBI. All right. 5 o'clock SIBI. Close right at the high of it. Put some more meat on the bone. All right. Hit the new day opening gap. Hanging out there. Wicked above it. Again, continue to push up right there on the hit the new day opening gap on the 535 candle. Consolidated there until 6 o'clock on the 6 o'clock candle. Blasted off again. Taking out well, just continuing up, just continue to melt up. All right, we got, and on that 6 o'clock candle, we traded down into a 530 15-minute BSI, and then displaced up, rocketed up. Nothing on a higher time frame to look at right now, right? But this is this 615 candle came down into that 545, 530. I'm sorry, 530 BSI, and then expanded up. All right, back down to the 5-minute. All right, came back down to the, still using it as support, continuing up that 530 BSI, used it as support, and rocketed up to the new day opening gap from the 20th. Right, so that was the new day opening gap from the 21st. We got there, came down, used that was a 15-minute BSI. Used that 15-minute BSI as support. Bodies of the candles respecting consequent encroachment. Traded down into a 5-minute volume imbalance there in between. Breaking news: Fed Chair Powell indicates interest rates cuts ahead of time has come for policy to adjust. The time has come for policy to adjust. All right, so I'm assuming the market might like that. There we go. Little balanced price range there in between the 630 and 620 candles. Traded back down into well, yeah, no, that's when we created that, right? So we created that little balanced price range there, right? And we just took off up there to the consequent encroachment of the 820 new day opening gap. Some more meat on the bone. Trading back down toward the 821. Stop there at that 5-minute BSI from 635 thus far. Traded back up to the consequent, just below consequent encroachment. Came down. We're still bounced in between. God dog it. Still bounced in between that 5-minute imbalance right there from 635. That's the imbalance I was looking at. Right there. That 5 minute imbalance right there. Bouncing between that 635 imbalance and yes. That 635 imbalance and the new day opening gap. Right there. The body closed right at. We took out that high from 640. Body closed right at consequent encroachment of the new day opening gap. All right, continue up. Touch the high of the new day opening gap. Poked above the high of the new day opening gap. Again, displacing away, create a SIBI. Bodies of the candles came back down to the 5:15. I mean the 5:30, 15-minute BISI that we have been respecting that time all the time. Did not take out that low. Did not take out the low. Stopped before consequent encroachment. Right, stop before consequent encroachment of that 5:30, 15-minute BISI. Right. Nice rejection off it. Bodies of the candle respecting that 635 BISI still. We have a 920 SIBI up there. No. Oh yeah, they do say 920. That's after. Oh yeah, so we in the New York session now. So that concludes the overnight price action review. Right, cause that right there, that 930 count is the New York Open. So on the New York Open, we dropped down, took out the sell side, traded down to that 5:30, 15-minute BISI, then went back up. Let's see what price look like now. Yes, just like I said, I remember I said I think the market gonna like that. Look at here, nothing can stop me. We all the way up. Right, I was like, I'm thinking the market like that. When I got the news on my watch about what Powell said, right, and look at there, look at the candle out of there to the moon or dust. All right, man. Hopefully this was helpful for y'all. Hopefully it wasn't like too much of a snooze fest. Hopefully it was helpful. If y'all found value in doing it like this right here, put a 1 in the chat. If y'all like the old way we did it, put a 2 in the chat for me. All right, just trying to gauge. All right, if y'all like the way we do the overnight price action, where we just break it down candle by candle like this, put a 1 in the chat. Or if y'all like the old way where we just have the whole thing up there and we just talk about what happened, put a 2 in the chat for me. We slack today. Well, everybody must be over there hanging out with ICT. Let's see if ICT streaming. If ICT streaming and we slack like this, I ain't doing no more overnight price action reviews. ICT is live. They say we got 7 people in here. Oh, how quickly they jump ship. How quickly they jump ship. 7 people. And ain't nobody even listening. Ain't nobody but Lumpy. Lump, the only one that put a 1 in the chat. Nobody else did anything. I'm about to go. 7 people. 7 people. I tell you, boy. Got up out my bed, out of my sleep and my slumber for 7 people. 6. Somebody left. When I said ICT was live, they left. Hey, man. Hey, I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me, man. I'm fun to go. Yep. Hey, it is for who it is. whoever here, y'all true blue gang, it is for who it is. Who they'll catch the replay. It ain't gonna be no replay. It ain't gonna be from now on. If you ain't here to catch my live stream, you missed it. It's for who want it. It's for who want it. That whoever want my content, the only way to get it is to be here live. It's for who want it. I ain't mad at you if you want to go somewhere else. But since I'm taking my time to do this, my time valuable. My time real valuable to me. So since I'm taking my time to do it, since I'm taking my time to do it, what you say it here to learn and share? People be messing it up for people. People be messing it up for people. My time valuable, man. And I get it. Hey, I get it. I just happened to peek up there. And I'm like, I can't focus 100%. I can't focus 100%. I get you. I get you. I ain't gonna pull out the shotgun today. I ain't gonna blast everybody for a few. I ain't gonna blast everybody for a few. So, hey man, if y'all gonna trade, please trade safe. If y'all not gonna trade, please take a copious amounts of notes so you can go back and study what you saw today and apply it to your future trading endeavors. Till the next time I decide to get on Al Gore's internet and share my thoughts with this thing. He used to. He used to only do it for the people that was there. The people that was paying for his mentorship. And the only reason why he started doing it public, the only reason why he started doing all of the mentorship for free is because people were selling his stuff. Right? Because he went out and he was like giving little gems for free. He started out just like every other guru out there. Right? He go out there, put out gems for free, and then he, reel people in so people can see he know what he talking about. And then he started doing mentorships. Right? He started doing mentorships. And then once he was doing the mentorships, his mentees started selling his stuff. Right? And then when his mentees started selling his stuff, then he started putting it out for free to cut them out. So he was like, okay, here's the stuff that they're selling you. This is my stuff. Don't pay them. So he started putting everything out for free because his mentees was selling his stuff. Right? And hey, because of them messing up, we all reaping the benefits from it without having to pay him, because he don't want them making money off of his life's work. You know what I'm saying? Now it pissed off the true blue people in his mentorship. Like, look, man, we paid you for this, and now you giving it away for free. It pissed them off. You know what I'm saying? It pissed them off. They like, look, man, people messing it up for people. We paid good money for this, and now you giving it away for free. All right? Yeah, number 7 came back. Right? So it's like people mess it up for people. So now we're reaping the benefits of their mess up because we learning the stuff for free. But my thing is, it's my time. I'm a day trader, right? Anytime I'm not watching the charts during the most optimum times is hurting me, because I'm a day trader. This is what I do. I don't have a job to go to. This is my job. I trade. Right? I trade. I don't have a $5,000 mentorship that's, bringing in money to pay my bills. If I had a $5,000 mentorship, I wouldn't worry about trading. I just mentor people. You know what I'm saying? I know my bills gonna get paid. You know what I'm saying? And it's not to discount the money that people pay to be a part of the gang, but that ain't paying my bills. You know what I'm saying? That ain't paying my bills. So this is what I have to do. I have to do this. This is my job. I got to do this. I got to trade. But it's for who it's for, man. It's for who it's for. It's for those that want to show up. It's for those that want to, put in the effort. For those that want to put in the effort. Right. Yeah. Those that want to put in the effort. I know what I'm going to do. I know what I'm going to do. I just thought about it. Right. Every person that's on here, he'll learn and share, will. All right. This is what I'm going to do. Nah, that's too much work on my side. All right. I'm going to figure it out. But I ain't going to shotgun blast everybody for I ain't gonna shotgun blast everybody. I know people work. I know people can't really focus 100% of the time. People want to go back and rewatch it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna shotgun blast everybody. But just know. Yeah. All right, man. Y'all enjoy y'all day. I think I might just chill out today or chill out until this afternoon because I'm a little frustrated right now. Trying to think of a path forward. I appreciate y'all. I know a lot of gang be in the background and don't really say nothing. Don't really like speak up. But yeah, that ain't the case today. Cause the numbers be different. That ain't the case today. All right, y'all. Y'all enjoy y'all weekend, man. What's the day? Today is the 23rd. Okay, so yeah. Y'all enjoy y'all weekend. I see the mentees for the tape reading session on Monday. For the rest of the gang, we'll do like a chart prep slash week review one day, either Saturday or Sunday. I'll see how it go. Either Saturday or Sunday, we'll do a chart prep. One of these days, one day this weekend, we'll do like a chart prep slash week review, and then with the mentees, I'll see y'all Monday morning for the tape reading. All right, y'all enjoy y'all weekend, man. Gone.